Okay, so mkdir, so is it to create directory, directory or folder, both are same. Okay, folder. Earlier days we have a using of this command lines only, like a ms dos kind of stuff, linux unix kind of stuff. We call that one as a directory structure, like a library type. Okay, now we got in the windows, we so we can able to see the directory directly, kind of stuff. So then we call that one as a folder. So directory or a folder, both are same. This is to change directory. Change directory means going inside to the directory or out coming out of that directory. Change directory does not mean you are changing some directory. You are switching from one directory to another directory. You are switching one directory to other directory. Okay. This is used to copy files usually. Okay. Of course, we can use copy files or directories. Move, or move files from one location to another location. Also we can use it for a renaming purpose. Rename file or a directory or a folder. This is a remove, rm, use it to remove purpose. Remove or delete, what we can say, delete files and directories. Of course there is a certain options are there. Along with that options you have to use the remove also. Okay, so we'll see how to create a directory. Guys, I'm a student, so I'm going to create a directory. First of all, before going to create anything, when we are doing it, so first two things we have to check it. pwd, present working directory, where I am creating, where is, what is my current working directory. Next, ls, what is the directory content, what is my current directory content. Next, mkdir, to create a directory, right? So first my directory is data1. I am creating a directory name is data1. Created. Check it. Created or not. So data1 is created. Data1 directory is created. Okay. Next, mkdir data1, sorry, data2, data3. I can create a two directories at a time. Okay. I want to create data1, data2, data3. I created data1 already. So again, I have to put a data 2, mkdir data 2, again mkdir data 3. Instead of that one, I am creating data 2, data 3, ls, data 1, data 2, data 3 created. Guys, got the point? How I created a directory? Yes, sir. Very good. Now, this is the directory content. How to check the a particular directory content? ls means current directory, current directory. But I want to check the directory content. So ls data 1 does not contain anything. ls data 2 does not contain anything. ls data 3 does not contain anything. Okay, so I check the what is the content of data 1 without going to data 1. So first one I want to do like this. See, here it is. I want to create another directory. So when we are doing it, better go for a small map kind of stuff. See, what is my pwd, present working directory, showing slash home slash student1. That is my present working directory. Next, I created a three directories, right? So data 1, data 2, data 3. So these three directories under my current directory. Now I want to create a directory DA1 under data 1, DA1 under data 1, and DA2 under data 2, DA3 under data 4, sorry, DA3 under data 3, DA4 under data 4. Okay. So remember, this is the point. I will add it later. So don't worry. What I am going to do is, I want to create a DA1 in data 1. I want to create a DA2 in data 2, DA3 in data 3. Okay, like this. You want arrow kind of stuff also, I will put arrow. All these three are belongs to my current directory. Guys, instead of just typing a command, when you put a question, what you are doing, why I'm doing, where am I located, then you keep practicing. At least first of all, first time it will give you little confusion when you are doing it mainly. So later on days you start learning. You can learn very faster. Okay, you can do it very fast, like a this kind of stuff. Okay, because Linux is a basically a practical world, not a something theory and all. Okay, so problem with this one and this one is little bit problem. Okay, I can now just so now this is the root, right? Okay, so what I done? So I created a three directories. So first of all, check where you are located. Second, check what is the current directory content. Create the directory and verify is it created or not. And I created two another directories. Check it. Are you created or not? Is it created or not? See like this output. And check it. Is anything content in the directory? This is just a purely optional ls kind of stuff, but here now we'll see what is the first task. What is the first task, guys? How to create da1 directory in the data1 directory. That is my task, right? So I'm going to do that one. Cd data1, cd data1. Change my directory. Change my directory. How I change? Because data1 is my current directory. Data1 is in my current directory, and a cd data 1, so I change it to data 1. I went inside the directory or a folder, put a pwd. Now can you see slash from slash student 1 and data 1? So you can see this is your location earlier. This is your location. Look at this location. Now when I put a cd data 1, I came inside of this one, and I want to create this da1 directory. Now tell me the command how to create a da1 directory. Very good. I created a directory ls. So da1 directory is created. Now my current location is this one. My current location is this one, and I created this directory. I want to go back to this location again. I want to go back to this location. So how many steps are there? How many steps from here to here? Single step only. Okay, single step only. So what we are going to do is cd space, guys, cd, there is a space, cd space dot dot, cd space dot dot. Look at this one. This is my current working directory. I want to go back to this. Means I want to go back from data one to this one. Means I have to go back, right? So cd space dot dot means only one single step. Double dot means single step. Okay. cd space dot dot means single step. See, I changed my directory. If you look at ls, see again the content of this directory. Content of this directory. Data 1, data 2, data 3. Guys, got the point?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. So this is, I created a directory inside of data 1. So if you want to check it from here, ls data 1. See, da1 is the content of data 1. Again, ls data 2. In data 2, nothing is there. Now my task is, one more task is there now. How to create directory in data 2. I want to create.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, CD space more than two dots, we can go to another
No,
default
no, no,
step.
no, no. Two dots only.
Only two steps.
Two dots,
Okay,
two
sir.
dots. Good question actually. Because I said only one step, two dots now. So then definitely we think like that. Okay, that's a good question. See, here it is. I will explain the cd dot dot again. Look at here, guys. cd data 1. So I change my directory to data 1. And there is one more directory is there now. cd da1. Now what is my current directory? Understand my current directory, right? Where am I located? Here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I have to go back to this location. Then first I have to go to this one. Then I have to go to back. Means two steps I have to do it, right? So look at here. cd space dot dot means where did I went? Only data one. Okay. I want to go to this one. So what to do? Put this slash another dot dot.
Sir,
Now it
what
is
happens if we put a CD dot
cd
dot?
single dot. Yeah, it will go back to your home directory. No, it is not doing, but cd is enough. cd go to home directory. See, it is went to home directory. cd dot not doing anything. Uh, 1 second. We go back to our scenario. So what is our PWD? Data 1, DA1. cd space dot dot means one step back. Means DA1 to data 1. And put another slash dot dot. Now data 1 to my student 1. This is my current home directory. Like you can see. Steps. In a single command only, you can use it steps. Otherwise, you can see same thing. See, one by one step you want to go. cd space dot dot, cd space dot dot, change. cd space dot dot, change. Okay. So like that also you can able to do it.
So we can use CD student one now.
On which location? Okay, I got it. I got your question. cd data 1 slash da1. So pwd, you are in a da1. Now you put a student one, like this, right?
sir.
Very good. It is saying no such a file or directory. So very good. So I put a ls here for explanation. See, in my current directory, may I have the student one folder?
No.
No, right? So same thing. Okay, in your current directory, you don't have that folder name, so that's why you cannot switch it. Okay, so you have to go to the locations. That's why I use a map like this. Okay, you want to switch from here to here. Okay, you can switch like this, one step back, one step back. This is the one way, this is one way, this is highway. Just like directly also you can able to switch wherever you located. Don't worry about wherever you located. I have located in some different place. Okay, so we all do play with the cd now. Important before going to forward, guys, are you understand cd and cd space dot dot or not?
Understand, sir.
Understand? Then it is good. Okay, you got it. That's a good one. So we'll go back once again. I created a directory in a. I want to create a directory in a data one. So first of all, I have to put a miss pwd here. Then cd pwd and ls also. Okay. Next, I changed the directory. When I change the directory, I created a da1 directory in the data one. Then I verified whether it is created or not. Next, now I'm in a different directory, so I have to go back to the my main directory. So I put a cd space dot dot. So if you look at, so I took a one step back. Next, I done a pwd, so I verified so whether I in a saved directory, and also check the ls. Yes, my data one and all the other files are there. Guys, always confirm it. It is look like the world people teaching type, but still it is for understanding mind mapping. Like subject is completely command lines. Okay, it is more worse than theory. Okay, but you will get habituated once you are connected to the subject. Once you are connected to the thing, then obviously your mind will tell you how what to do. So what I'm doing, yeah. Again, I went to the see. I check is any data is there in a data one. Da1 is created. Earlier it is showing empty. Now again, I to show you that one. Again, I went to data one. Okay, and cd da1. So one step. Okay, step by step went. See, first I went to cd data one, then cd da1. One by one, I went. I went to the da1 directory. I went into the da1 directory by step by step. Here I use a cd dot, nothing is happened, no changes occur. When I use a cd command, I went directly to this, my home directory. So this one I will explain it again. So don't worry about it. Now, if you are observe, instead of going one by one step, like a first go to data one, then da1. Instead of going like that, I went to da1 directly by single line. By single line. Next, see, when I verified, I went to da1. Now again, the question is, I'm in a da1. I want to go back to student one, so I have to take two steps back. In a single line, also I can take it like a dot dot slash dot dot. Next, this is a pwd. So verify did you went there or not. Again, check it this. Again, I went into the da1 by single line only instead of typing two times and verified. That's it. So here I am going to step by step back, like a cd space dot dot means from da1 to data 1. Next, again I put a cd dot dot some data 1 to student 1 directly. And there is a good question, that is, I went again data 1, and there is a I got a question, that is, can we type student 1 like this directly? So only uh, so whenever you type like this, first it will verify, is this folder, okay, is the directory in your current directory or not. Okay, it's just like your pocket, and in your pocket you have a wallet. In wallet, in that some place there is a money. Okay, it's just like a hierarchy, like same thing. So subcategories type. Okay, so immediately it is throwing an error, that is called no such a file or directory, because you cannot go like that. Okay, next I will tell you two more things about a cd, then we'll go back to the other things. Okay, I want to put a clear, because the screen, pwd present working directory is data 1 da1. Already I told, wherever I located, for example cd slash temp, wherever I located, but currently I'm in a temp directory, not a slash home slash student. How to go back to the slash home slash student?
cd dot dot cd cd.
cd dot dot means one step back. So I'm from temp to root directory, I will get it. Look at here. Okay. If I'm here, then I will go here. If I'm here, then I will go here. If I'm here, I will go here. If I'm here, I will go to the last. So I'm in a temp directory, some different directory. And when I put a cd dot dot, I went to here. Very good. So, okay. So again, I'm back to the temp. Now I want to go to this particular my home directory. This is my home directory. Okay, to go to my home directory, it's very simple, put a cd. Very simple, put cd, that's it. This is how you can go to home directory. One more is there, wherever you're located, so irrespective of, are you in your same directory tree, like slash home slash students data 1 data 2 like that, or you are in a some different directory. So whatever it is, look at here. So my present working directory is temp currently. I want to go back to my home directory, not a specific directory, my home directory only. cd, enter. One more is there, cd tilt shift. You can see there is a 1 2 3 4 in your keyboard. Before one there is a tilt mark is there, like this. This is the mark is there. So shift tilt. Okay, so you will get this symbol. This represent home directory. This represent home directory. Like this also you can go to your home directory. So what is it represent? Your home directory slash home slash student slash home slash student. Okay. So guys, do you understand how to go to your home directory, even if you are located in some different directory?
Yes, sir.
So first option is just type cd, and another one is you can use cd and tilt. The tilt represent home directory. Tilt represent home directory of current user. Okay, home directory of current user. Okay, so like this. Again, cd slash temp means I locate in some different place. I want to go to my home directory or a particular directory, like you can type, because you know na, see, like this also you can go, like this also you can go. Again, I'm in a temp directory, I'm in a temp directory. Okay, so somewhere temp is in under slash only. Okay, slash temp, I'm in this directory. I want to go to data one, sorry, okay, data one directory, or maybe data two directory. Okay, I want to go to data two directory. How to go? I mean completely different. I'm not here, I'm not here, I'm here, but I want to go to this. How to go? Anyone? Forget about where are you located. Tell me complete path. cd from starting.
Slash home
Very good.
slash student one
Very good.
slash data two.
Data 2. Very good. Okay. See, we came there. Okay. Where are you located? Which path you want it? Just you must know the path. Then you can able to go for it. Okay. So again, I'm switching to temp. Next. Again, cd. Same scenario. Same scenario, but I'm doing different way. So do you understand now? Meaning of this one? Tilt. Okay. So this is called a home directory means. Wherever you located, we can switch to the our directory. So I'm in a, so always verify where are you located. Okay, like this. Very good. The locations we can make it is more easy. Okay, I will tell the few sentence, but you just try to understand. Guys, my current location is data two. My current location is now data two. I want to go to data three. I want to go to data 3 from here. How to go? You can't jump, right? Because on top of this one, student 1 is there. And data 3 is not a subdirectory of ours. So what to do? We have to go to this location. From there to here, you can come. So like this. First you are in a data 2. So go back to one step. So then there is a student 1 directory is there. And go to data 3. Like this. Also we can switch. Go back one step here and go to your data 3. So either two commands or maybe in single command also we can do it. To go back one step, what to do?
Dot dot.
Dot dot. Very good. Dot dot for a one step back. So I'm in a student 1. In a student 1, I have a data 3. directory type data 3 like this. Understand? One step back like this.
Sir, if we are in DA2, then simply we can go to data 3, sir.
If you
In
are in a
DA2
DA2, okay, if you
to
are in a
data 3.
DA2, okay, then you can do like this: one step back, then one more step back, means two step back, then you can switch it. This is one option, okay, or you can directly go to this. How?
But we can go to tilt
Yeah, we
cd
can use
space
the till.
slash.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yes. So first of all, do you understand this one or not? What I've done, I went one step back, then I switched to data 3. I will tell the tilt one. So my present working directory is data 3. Okay. So I'm in here. Remember, I am here. So there are a lot of drawings are happen. Okay. Very good. Currently, I'm in data 3. I want to go to data 1. I want to go to data 1. So this is a data 3, and here it is data 1. On top of this one is a student 1 directory is there. Normally, as I told earlier, go to one step back, then go to data 1. Okay, it means dot dot slash data 1, right? So this is the command you have to put it. So not required, you can give from starting also. Like this is your home directory anyway, you can give like this. Cd tilt means your slash home slash student anyway, and put it data 1 like this also you can give it. Just like when we are in a temp, how you given data to like this. When we are in a temp, how you given it for a data to, same thing we given. Okay. Guys, there is very less in Linux. That's why I told both the ways, because you learn this and no need to think that there is no other way kind of stuff. Okay, both the ways we can do, but result is always same, must be same. So that's why I said you should know what to do first, then only you have to do the command. That is important. Mm, I just thing is, guys, here it is in a paths, in Linux paths we have to say relative path and absolute path. Relative path and absolute path. What is a relative path is depends upon the current position. As I said earlier, okay, here, so where is your location? For example, your location is DA1. Your location is DA1 and you want to go to DA2. Okay, and based on your position, you calculate first one step back, two steps back, one step forward, and finally you reach it. So you are calculating based on your position only. So that is called a relative path. Relative paths are quite easy. Relative paths are quite easy. For example, If you take data 1, I want to go to data 2. Very simple. Sorry, not like that. I want to go to DA1. DA1 is a subdirectory of data 1, right? So directly you can go. That is called a, what is the command? CD DA1, right? This is called a relative path. This is called a relative path. For example, you are in a student 1. You are in a student 1. You want to go to DA1 or a DA2. Tell me the command. Your position is this one and you want to go to DA2. Tell me the command. CD
tilt da2 slash da2 slash data2 slash da2.
Yeah, your position is this one and you want to go to this one, this particular
Is slash cd
one.
tilt
Why you need a tilt here? Okay, I will write your command also.
directly
Tilt,
DA2.
yeah, tilt
data2
slash data to.
slash da2, or we can directly go through data2 slash da2.
Very good. Both are correct. Okay, data 2 and DA2 both are correct. But this is a relative path. This is the absolute path. Means tilt represent slash from slash student directly. So you are giving, the meaning is you are giving from starting only. Anyway, so this is a absolute path. This is relative path. So to reach one destination, you can choose both the paths also. For example, your current directory is temp. Your current directory is temp. You want to go to DA3. How to go?
CD tilt slash
Data 3
3 slash DA3.
DA3. Or you can use CD slash home slash student 1 data 3 and DA3. Okay, both are same. Both are same. Both are absolute path only. Instead of tilt, I've written complete statement. That's it. No difference. Okay, but we cannot do relative path. We can't do relative path like this. Okay, like this. Okay, like a CD directly data 3. Okay, and DA3 we can't do it because data 3 is not in my current directory. Okay, this is won't work here. So compulsory you have to check what is your present working directory. What is your present working directory? Based on that, which location you have to go, so you have to choose which path is better path. Okay, guys, understood this one? Absolute path and relative path. In
Yes,
this
sir.
scenario, relative path won't work. Okay, absolute path you have to give, means complete path you have to give either this way or this way. In this scenario, in this scenario, both you can give either this or this. Anything you can give, both relative path and absolute path, because the position. Still confusion is there or what?
Understand, sir.
Understand? Very good. So that is called a absolute path and relative path. The paths also I am completing in a same one. So compulsory, guys. read the PPT. Already I forward the PPT. If you want, I will forward it again. Okay, compulsory go through the PPT. Then every heading you will get it, every explanation you will get it in a PPT. Commands, the way of different commands, I am sharing anyway notes. Okay, so go through the PPT, read the PPT, and then when you practice it, so you will understand what is the content. Okay, without a practice, you'll never understand lineage. It's very simple. It's like a mathematics type one. No practice, no max. Okay, yeah. So making directory completed, change directory completed, paths are completed, and one more is two more, three more is there. That is what it is. Copy, move, remove. So we'll see that one. CD. CD means going back to your home directory. Wherever the location, put a CD to go to home directory. My present working directory is this one, ls. Okay, guys, I have a data one. Oh, I forget to show you one more thing. ls data one having a da1 ls. How to create a da2, right? In data 2, this is how to create, right? My location is here, and I have to create this directory. How to create? Mkdir
DA2.
then it will create in my current directory. My current directory is this one. I have to create here.
CD data 2.
So first of all, we have to go to cd data 2, then mkdir da2, right? Very good. Mkdir data 2 slash da2. Like this also we can able to create it. So you need to change the directory every time. You should give the path. If you have an idea of path, so then automatically you can able to create. Not required to go to that directory and create a directory. So simply in a single line also we can able to create it. Same goes for a. So can I create like this?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So I created the directory. So this part is completed. One more new part I will tell. I want to create, listen carefully. I want to create DA4 in data 4. Okay. I want to create a DA4 directory in data 4 directory under this one only. Okay. I want to create DA4 directory in data 4 directory. Now tell me the command.
mkdir data 4. So
No data for
we have not data 4.
Okay. Novel. No. Good. Very good. Good. So I am trying to create a DA4 directory in data 4 and it is throwing an error called no such a firewall directory because of we didn't create a data 4. So exactly you said correct. First we have to create a data 4 and then we have to create a DA4 in it. You have to create a parent directory, then only child directory you can able to create it. But I didn't create, but I tried it. It's showing error. Very good. Here, ls. Data 4 is not there. mkdir data 4 slash da4. When I given this command, because of data 4 is not there, we can't able to create a da4 in data 4. So what to do? I use a option called hyphen p. Hyphen p, what it will do, it create a parent directory and child directory also. Both it will create. See? Data 4 is created and as well as this is also created. Got the point, guys? What is option? Hyphen P. Hyphen P is create your parent directory and a child directory also. Why I took a lot of time on a cd command? Because you must know directory structure. You must know directory structure. If you understand the directories, how to go to another directory, and very good that is like you told. First, you have to create a data for because we didn't created it earlier. It is not there in our current directory. So that is the correct answer. Okay, so that's a good one. So you have to understand the directory structure, what are the directory current location and other location. If you understand it, you can do so many things with a Linux. So like you must like remaining all the just the commands only, copy command only, I told one website, right? This is a one of the good website. Like a lot of administration related to the Linux, I took it from this website only, and some other websites also there, like a Unix Man and Digital Version. Some websites also there, but mostly I prefer a TechMate. Okay, but thing is, commands we can learn it, but the best practice you want to do with the Linux administration, Linux command you want to do best practice, you must know the directory structure. Directories, you should know how to go to the directory, how to come out the directory, how to access the directories or files in a single command, single line of the command, single line. Okay, so this is about your making directory. cd is completed. Now copying of files. So again, in our current directory I have a files and three directories are there. Now the task is like, hmm,
Can we change the directory name?
yeah, we can change the directory name. Which directory you want to change?
F10.
F10 is not directory, it is a file.
Oh, sorry. So that data 3.
I will create another directory for our changing kind of stuff. By accidentally, I want to create a data 5. By accidentally, I created a data 1.5. Okay. Of course, I created some thing inside also. ls data 1.5. Okay. And ls. Data 1.5. Can you see data 1.5? MV data 1.5 data 5. Where is data 1.5?
Rename as data file.
Data 5. Very good. That is a renaming. Already one command is completed. Okay. So anyway, I told. So I will copy this. You can rename. So MV command is used to move. MV command is used to move. But also we can use MV command to rename files and directories also. Both files and directories also we can use. Okay. You ask for a directory, that's why I showed only for a directory. Okay. Guys, first of all, ls. There is a file f1. Okay, here is a file f1 and yeah, file is f1. I want to copy the file, copy file 1 to data 1 directory. This is the task. Okay, so first is, what is my current directory? Slash home slash student. Where is the data 1 in my current directory? Where is the file 1 in my current directory? Okay, cp file 1 data 1, cp file 1 and data 1. Guess when you are copying it, always use slash after the directory name. After the directory name, like it is got copied. How to verify? ls data 1 file is copied. And what is meaning of copy? It keeps both the copies, right? In my earlier file 1 is there, and this file 1, same file 1 went to data 1. The same file 1 went to data 1. So this is copying a file. And why I said it slash? Look at here. cp file 1 data 6. I didn't given any slash. Sorry, I will give slash. I will give slash first. Data 6 slash. Data 6 directory is there or not? No.
No.
So what it is showing? Not a directory like that. Okay. I didn't put a slash now. What will happen? Look at here. I'm not doing a slash. No slash. Data 6 is directory is not at there. No throwing error. Very good, na? See what happened. This data 6 is no more a directory. It has become file. No, no. Actually, say we copy a file to another file. So this is a file now. See, it is become a file. Want to know what it is? Oh, no, no, no. What is the command to know what kind of file it is? Type only. Type file. Data 3 is a directory. Data 6 is ASCII test. File is a command to know what type of file it is. So data 3 is a directory. Data 6 is file. Guys, understood why I use a slash? Okay. cp file to data 2. I didn't put a slash here. I'm not going to put a slash. Is it copied or not? ls data 2. It is copied. It is copied. If you want to see data 2 is a directory like that. These music people came.
Sir, if we once create it, we cannot delete it.
I didn't get it.
Sir, if we create a data too, suppose, so we cannot delete it.
If you create a file or a directory, we can delete.
I created in data 2 DA2 and again in DA2 data 2. How to delete data 2 in DA2?
It's not a command, right? I got a little. There's some announcement in the roadside. Start giving music here. That's my brain is stopped there. 1 second. I will come back to you. Okay. So guys, I copied a file. This is my file 1. I'm copied into directory. And when you are copying it to a directory, compulsory use a slash. What happened? System, this is a 7, right? So 6 and 7 kind of stuff. What it will do? It will verify the is it a directory or not. The slash represent this is a directory. If directory existing, it copy into the directory. It copy this file into that directory. Okay, it verify this directory existing or not. If in case a directory is not existing, if in case a directory is not existing, it throw an error. If in case if you don't use a slash, if you don't use a slash, what happen? It think it's not a directory. You are trying to copy a file to another file. Okay, you're creating a new file with it's like a duplicate file. Okay, I have a file and I want to make another file with the same content. Okay, so file one, this is a another file I want to create, so that is data 6. Now it is cat 6. No, so you see here it is. Now the data 6 is become a file now. Okay, it is not a directory, it is actually it is created a file because I didn't given a slash and this is the directory is not existing. If you see here it is, I try to copy a file to data 2. I try to copy a file to data 2. Okay, I didn't given a slash. So Linux system verify is it a directory or not. If it is a directory, and copy it. If it is not a directory, if it is not existing directory, then what it will do? It create a file. Data 2 file will be created with the content of file 2. With the content of file 2. Okay, so that's it. If you give slash, so system compulsory, you said this is a directory. Compulsory, it's a directory. If it is existing, copy the file into the directory. If it is not existing, throw an error. Throw a error. Okay. If you don't represent slash, if this directory is there, copy the file into that directory. If this directory is not there, Linux think this is the file and it create that file and copy the data into that file. So that is the point of copying it. And also you can copy a multiple files also. Cp f 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 7 comma 9. Okay, just for fun we will put a very less 135 files to data 3 ls data 3. See, only these files are copying wildcards. Okay, like this also you can able to copy. Yeah, now you can tell me, you got some problem, right? So guys, what is that? Deletion something you're asking. How to delete a directory you are asking? Very good. No problem. So we'll see that one day, deletion of directories. Okay, so like this you can able to copy content of the directory. So directory contains something and you want to copy the entire content into another one, it may not be agreed one, so it won't agree to copy entire directory content. Like cp um, data 2 slash, first of all, ls data 2. Data 2 contains only da2 directory and file 2, so you are copying it. cp data 2 to data 4, for example. Okay, so omitting directory, it is showing an error called a omitting directory. So ls data 4, see, nothing is copied. Okay, it cannot copy like that. So like you can put a cp space hyphen r data 2 data 4, that is not throwing an error. So we'll go to data 4 again. Look at data 2 entirely copied, not a content, not a content. Entire data to is copied by using hyphen r, recursive. Remember, r either it is reverse or recursive. Recursive means directory inside a directory inside a directory, entire complete tree, recursive. Okay, you guys understand or not?
Understand, sir.
Okay, so complete directory copied. Again, ls data 3, I'm going to data 3. I have a da3 directory, f1, f3, f5. Cp hyphen r data 3 slash data 4. You can use star also, no problem. You can use a star if you want it. Okay, again, ls data 4, data 3 directly copied, data 3 directly copied, ls data 1, sorry, data 3. Look at these files. Okay, what I'm going to do is cp hyphen r and data 2 slash star data 3 slash. So what is copying here? In data 3, I copied data 2 to data 3. And why data 2 is not showing? It is showing only content. The star represent the content I copied. Instead of copying entire directory, I copied entire directory content. I copied entire directory content. Here, directory copied. Just like this. I have a directory. I copied this directory to some other directory like this. Or I copied this directory. I took this, I copy entire directory and put it into this directory. That is like this or like this. But if you put it like this, it means I open this directory. Okay, I copy the content of the directory. I copy the content of directory and paste into somewhere. Paste into somewhere. Okay, some other directory. So that is called a nothing, just a content copying. Okay, so this is remember. Mm,
So
yeah,
here
tell me.
R stands for
R stand for recursive. Recursive. Recursive means all. Like you know, shit. Actually, I clicked on this one. Here it is. One, two, three. From here. No, 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 no. Yeah, up to here. So that is a one advantage and as well as a disadvantage of. Yes, you have to highlight to copy. No need to put a right click. If you do right click, it will be paste. Just highlight for copy, right click to paste the terminal. When I started learning certain kind of administration part, ls data 1, nothing is changed. Ls data 2, okay, no, ls data 3. Again, a data 3, content of data 2 is there. See, because of I use a star there. Ls data 4. here it is directly a directory is copied into that one entire directory. You can see like a ls data 4 slash data 2 because data 2 is a subdirectory now. Okay, like this. Same goes for 3. Entire directory and their content also copied here. Guys, CP okay or not? Copy. Copying a file means which file or which directory you want to copy, you have to give that one. And where you want to copy, like this, you have to give the copy. Simple copy command. Okay. All remaining are additional things. Compulsory to learn anyway. Particular pattern of the file also you must give, must practice. For example, ls sun kind of stuff is all files starts with yes, start with a yes. Cp yes star copy into my data 4 or maybe a data 5 directory ls data 5. See, all files start with a yes. Okay. Cp all files end with un bun run sun, three things are there. uh, so we'll go to data 1 slash da1 especially ls data 1 slash da1 bun run sun. Okay, single character variable or double character variable also we can see that one. Okay, ls yes only one, like this is like you can start using a wildcards here also, then you will get to do all the things. A lot of commands are there, guys. You must practice. That's why today afternoon no class. Tomorrow I will go. If you don't practice, you don't understand. Very simple. Two more commands, then we'll stop. Okay. So because it's already 1:30, I have a class in afternoon. So what is the command is next is move command. Okay. Next is mv. mv for move or rename purpose. Mainly moving purpose only. mv file name, okay, file name and destination name. Okay, file name and destination. So where you want to move, like a folder. Okay, so here it is move file one to, we have to check it which where you want to move. So based on that we have to do it. Okay, ls data one file one is there. Okay, so and ls I have a file one, file two, file three is there. Now I want to move file two to data one. Moving file two to data one. So with a slash, always slash. ls data one. So file two is moved. But check the local. Where is the file two now? Move means cut paste. Cut paste means it remove from your location in source location and paste in destination location. Cut paste. Copy means copy paste. Move means cut paste. Move means cut paste kind of stuff. Okay, copy, paste, move, paste. Yeah. Ask me, ask me. Don't know, no need to worry. Guys, understand move or not?
instruction, sir.
Very good. Okay, move, cut, paste. CP, copy, paste. Like this, we can move, and as well as we can move a certain set of files. Like you can move all the files with starting with F, like that. Also, we can move it if you want it. Okay, or a certain files only we can move it, like a ls data 2. What is the content? File 2 only. Okay. Actually, we have a data 4, data 5, data C. So many datas are there. So we'll see. Move data 3. So sorry, ls data 3. It contains some files. Directory is also there. mv data 3 to data 4. Like this. Or like this. Data 4 is there, no? Cannot move data 3 to data 4. File exists. So common files are exist. Yeah, that is another one. ls data 4. See, data 3 is already there. That's why it is unable to move. So ls data 5. Yeah, in this one, data 3 is not there. So we'll move data 3 to data 5. ls data 5. See, data 3 moved, and it should not be here. Data 3 gone. Data 3 went to directly as a move, but I didn't use any recursive kind of stuff. So move, you don't require recursive in generally recursive not required, but copy required a recursive, but move not required a recursive. Guys understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. And ls data 5, we'll see. Data 3 is there. ls data 4, data 2 contains only two files only there. So what I'm going to do is move data 2 slash star data 4. So what happened? ls data 2 content in the data 2 gone. ls data 4, and it went to data 4. Okay, content. So you want to copy or move the content of the particular directory slash star, all the content, or specific file. Also you can specify the file also. You can specify the particular file also. ls data 1, file 1, file 2 is there, right? So what I'm going to move data 1 slash file 1 to data 4. So ls data 1, file 1 is gone. ls data 4, file 1 is came. Okay, so the particular file also we can able to move, or all files also we can able to move. Even copy also same thing, we can do same thing for a copy also. Okay, and we can move entire directories also. Where we started, where we last, so we have to go moving file 2 to data 2, data 1, ls. So where it is, yeah, like this, ls from here. After this one, so your command, people are waiting for only one command. So that is called even I
Demo DI. Sir, renaming, sir, using MB.
rename directory or a file. Already I showed for a directory.
For a file in a directory, sir.
Okay, so for example, you have a files directories kind of stuff is there. So here it is. um, for example, you want to rename certain directory like a data 4, data 5 is there, so I will attack an data 5 again. So mv, but first of all, ls data 5, see what is the content of it. Okay, so look at that, mv data 5 and data 51, just for example. So 5 is a old name, 51 new name, renaming. ls data 5, no such a directory. So what happened? Name is change it to 51, like this. Understood? For a folder, rename the folder. Yeah, for file also will go. Yeah, you have to check which one is command, which one is output also, guys. Okay. Next, I have a file called soon, ls soon is there. If you look at this, ls soon is also there. Okay. So I'm going to change it to scene, SEEN, MV soon, SEN. So soon gone, scene came. Soon gone, scene came. ls soon, no directory, ls scene, join, it is there. This is how to rename the file. How to delete a file, rm. How to delete a file. I'm going to delete that scene file only, but before going to delete, I want to see what is there inside. Nothing is there, no content in the file. rm scene, rm scene, remove scene. So ls file is gone or not? rm scene. Sometimes when you're deleting, you must use -f. Okay, but generally not required. There's a file 3, so cat file 3 contains a line also. rm file 3 I'm going to delete. I'm deleting file 3. Guys, once you delete, you cannot recover it. Once you delete, you cannot recover it. Be careful when you are deleting it. Where is the file? The file is deleted. The file is deleted. So this is how to delete a files. Next, this is how to delete a files. Overall, it's a 10-15 minutes class. Maximum half an hour class. And I took a off day. Okay. How to delete a directory. So guys, look at ls data 2. Is anything is there? I removed all the data in the data 2. ls data 2. Okay. No directory. No, nothing is there. rm dir data 2. rm dir data 2. Deleted. ls directory is successfully deleted. Now I want to delete this data 51. It contains some files and directories also. Now tell me how to delete it. rmdir data 51. Okay, rmdir data 51. What it is showing? Why it is failed to remove? What is the reason?
Because there is no file.
There is no.
There is no file named data 51.
Read the
It is
error.
not empty.
It is not empty. It is a directory. rmdir used to delete the directory, but directory does not a empty one. It contains something. And how it is deleted? Data 2 does not contain anything, so it is deleted directly. But data 51 contains something, it cannot able to delete it. If directory contains something, you have to delete the content of it and then delete the parent directory. What it is? You have to delete the files and these directories, and then you can delete this one. But that is a long process, right? You may have a directory and directory contains so many directories, subdirectories, and the subdirectories. It's very difficult to delete the directory. What to do? rm space hyphen r data 51. Guys, whenever you're deleting, sometimes whether it is a file or a directory, sometimes it asks you a question: do you really want to delete this file or not? So if it is asking like that, so better to use F option. F means force. F means force. R means recursive. F means force. But currently I'm not using F. Yeah, it is deleting. So where is 51? Rm space
Delete.
hyphen R data 51. So that is deleted. Okay. I want to delete this data 6. Can anybody will tell how to delete this data 6?
RM space data 6.
Why? Because it's a file only.
It's not a directory.
It's not a directory.
Yeah.
It is a just a file. We can able to delete it. Very good. Yeah, just if you are
Sir,
looking
I
at,
have a doubt, sir.
yeah, tell me.
Sir, in a particular directory, we should delete. We want to delete some particular file. How to do it, sir?
In particular directory, you want to delete particular file. Very good. ls data 1. It contains a file too. You want to delete a file too?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me file deletion. So what is the command?
RM space file.
And you have to go to directory data 1 slash tell the which file. Okay.
Yes,
Now
sir.
ls data 1. Good. Very good question. So path, or you can delete the mass files also. Like you want to delete um, multiple files like f1, all all files like this. I want to delete rm f a question mark means f1 to f9 files will be deleted. See, f10 is there, f1 to f9 files are deleted. Like this also we can use it. These are very basics and very very important. Maybe in your companies, while you are working, no one will ask you how to create a file, how to create delete a file, like kind of stuff. But without knowing it, you do nothing with your Linux machine. Okay, you do nothing with your Linux machine. So where is this rm file 3, cat file 3? Okay, this is are all done. Rm file 3 done. So removing directory, cat file 3 or rm delete this thing. So then removing directory, from here you have to go. That's it guys, that's it for it today, because it's already 1:30. Any doubts you can ask me, or if you got any stuck in a problem, so put it in a group guys, it's quite easy. So if anybody knows, immediately they will tell an answer. Okay, if in case like a installation problem, any other rectification, you can ask me, and if I have a free time, that time I will assist you immediately. Otherwise, already I told no. So my usually timings are 6:30, like, so that it is I'm free after 8 o'clock, 8 10 up to 10 11 o'clock also, no problem. Usually better keep it up to 10 only. Okay. Any other doubts guys? Understand what we discussed today is mainly create a file using cat command, and appending the file content using cat greater than cat double greater than. That is what we discussed, what is in yesterday. Same I repeated today. And also I told about echo yesterday and today. And we discussed about mainly three things. That is how to create a directory, how to change the directory from one location to another location, and the paths also we discuss, absolute path and relative paths. So what is that paths and all? Okay, so practice the paths one way. And also always pwd ls are very useful commands when you are doing these practicals. CP for change, for copying of files from one location to another location, or a one file to another files. And move command also we discuss for renaming the file and directory, and a moving file and a directory also. For a rm is used to remove the file, or a remove the file and directories. Rmdir for remove or delete empty directory. If directory does not contain anything, you can use rmdir. Okay, and also rm space hyphen r, use it to remove directory, not empty one, not empty directory, which is not empty directory. So then we can remove this part. Rm use it to delete or remove directories. Rm use it to delete files. Rmdir use it to delete the directories if it is empty. Rm space hyphen r, remove directory if it is not empty. So this is the main commands, and these are all practice commands. So when you have a doubt or follow the a sequence, then you will understand. Guys, mainly paths are very important. Cd dot dot cd space dot dot is very important. Like one more command I told, that is called a file. File command will tell you this is file or a directory, or a type of file it is. Type of file it is. Wildcard marks also I covered. While marks also I covered here. So compulsory go through once. Okay, so once we done practice, then use power off in a root manner. Okay, in a root. So compulsory shut down your Linux. Habituated to shut down your Linux. Okay, use the commands. Don't use the lazy things like a put a cross mark and all. Yeah, guys, you are asking for a GUI mod. I've opened it, but I didn't use it. So okay, no problem. Next time we will show you where are